I think the biggest heartbreak with straight women dating men these days is the realization that a lot of men are just trying to get something from you rather than get to know you. Look at the phenomenon with guys complaining that a girl won't go home with them after paying for the first date dinner. Do you really think he was there because he loves her personality? He's actually looking for a genuine partner and connection? This happened to me the other day. I went on a date with a guy. First date was a coffee date and it went well. He seemed interesting. He was polite, paid for coffee, didn't make me feel weird or any type of way. Second date, not quite the same. Number one, after the first date, we exchanged Instagrams. And then the second date, we go to dinner and then he brings up, oh, I was looking at your Instagram and I saw the photo of you in a Chun-Li costume, which I wore for Halloween like 4 years ago. Actually, by now, probably more than that. And he said, oh, I didn't know you're one of those girls. What the fuck are you talking about? It was Halloween 5 years ago. And I think most women will probably see how that is insulting. It's derogatory. It's projecting that individual's fantasy onto you, me. But guys would be like, oh, it's flattering, doesn't it show I'm interested, I think you're hot? Do you really think girls are out here dating because they want someone who finds them hot? That's it. I kind of just laughed it off because I was just like, okay, what do I say to that? That's not something I was expecting after the first date. But then he doubled down. So after I got home, he messaged me saying oh, I should have told you more that you were so hot tonight. Number one, of all the adjectives you could use, hot is what you choose. This is why the girls love books, right? We like a nuanced vocabulary. We like being complimented on things that are not superficial. And it makes you feel dirty, right? And that's the part that I hate the most because, they're not seeing you as an individual. They are seeing you as an object. And unfortunately, a lot of guys are getting pretty good at faking it for a while, showing just enough interest until they can get what they want from you. Which is why the advice, oh, pick better. What do you think we're trying to do? I can't deduce if someone's lying to me with only talking to them for X amount of time. Intentions are usually not spoken. If anything, it's better in this case when the guy makes it super obvious, because I'm like, okay, next, bye. But just dealing with that again and again and again. Why can't they just see women like people?
All right. So, first of all, ladies, we got to be honest. We got to stop bullshitting. Yeah, you ladies have to stop bullshitting or else your dating life is not going to get better. Now, first of all, ladies, you have to acknowledge, and I say this all the time, that there are two different types of guys, right? You got the guys that are sexually attractive, dominant, masculine dudes, and you got the sort of weak beta male guys that'll follow you. We know this already. You have to be honest with this because all men are not the same. There's two types of guys, right? But also, you got to stop downplaying how important sex is. And this is the issue here, right? Because in this video, she's saying, oh, these guys, they go out with you and it's like they don't even want to get to know you as a person. They don't care about you as a person. It just seems like they want to have sex and they're just objectifying you. And it's like, I feel dirty. Understand, ladies, any guy that decides to go on a date with you, right, is thinking about having sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? Right? It doesn't mean that all of them want to have sex with you by the end of the date, but in most cases they do, right? Now, the problem is this, is that when you're downplaying sex, what you're doing is you're downplaying it with the guys that you're not highly sexually attracted to. And these are the guys you're going on these extravagant, dinner dates and they're courting you and all that other stuff because those guys are usually the guys who will do that. Whereas the other guys that you're highly sexually attracted to, they're not going to do all of that because they know they can just have sex with you and that, and that's it, right? But you can't keep those guys around. So then what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep the other type of guys around, but you want those other types of guys to basically get to know you as a person. But this is the thing you got to understand. These guys do not care about you as a person until after sex happens. You understand? Like, I want you ladies to understand this. They don't care about you until after sex happens, right? This is when you're going to see the truth of if a guy gives a shit. Because see, a lot of the times the highly sexually attractive guys that you ladies have one night stands with, or you have sex quickly, those guys, they smash, and a lot of times they just leave, or they smash and they continue to smash you for a while and then they leave after the fact, right? And then you have guys who, you have sex with them and they may stick around. So what you got to understand is that you're never going to truly know if a guy is actually into you and who you are as a person until sex happens. You understand? Now, why is this? It's because, one, the guy wants to have sex. Two, the guy is sexually attracted to you. And three, and this is what a lot of guys start to understand the more that they, get together with women and have sex, is that they need to know, do I like having sex with this woman? Are we sexually compatible? And they need to have sex in order to know this, right? Think about it this way. Let's say I show you a trailer for a movie. It's a 3-minute preview of the movie. And I say, hey, do you like this movie? Right? You're going to say, well, I need to see the entire movie to tell you and assess whether I like the movie, right? You're not going to know if you like the movie with a 3-minute trailer. You have to see the entire movie. So how am I going to know if I like you unless I've experienced everything? And that everything includes sex. Now, once we had sex, then I assess, do I actually like you? Because if we went out and you have a cool vibe and I like your personality and we sort of like get along as far as, the vibe is concerned, right? Now we got to see, do we vibe when it comes to sex? Now, if we vibe with all of that stuff, then what happens is that means that I can see myself in a situation where I'm looking at you and say, you know what? I actually like this chick because I got to experience the entire thing. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I also found funny was, she was talking about like objectification, like, oh, you treating us like objects and all this other stuff. But see, that is true up at first, right? But what happens is that you go from being this object to someone they care about or give a shit about after they figured out that they liked you, right? Also, you got to understand this. You ladies are also doing the same thing when it comes to men. The guys you're highly sexually attracted to, what do? You use them for sex. You're objectifying these guys. These guys are sex objects to you. The guys that you want to take it slow with and you want them to court you, you're also objectifying those guys because those guys are a means to an end to your experience of having someone care about you non-sexually. You see what I'm saying? So all of it is objectification until we get down to the nitty gritty of if this is a compatible situation, right? But you just want guys to like you off the bat and care about you. Guys, listen, ladies, they're not like this. Men don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. Listen. And look, I know you want a relationship. You might want a guy who cares. You want to you want to have a boyfriend, husband. I get it. Right now, this is the key though. This means that you have to be better than your vagina. This means that you have to stop interacting with and dating guys that you're not highly sexually attracted to, because in the video she was like, oh, I feel so disgusted. Like, why would you call me hot? Ew, that's crazy. And I feel so dirty. You know why you feel dirty? Is because you're dating guys that you don't like, that you're not really highly interested in. And then when those guys bring up sex or talk sexual, it gives you the ick. Why? Because you're not that into them. But the other guys that you're into sexually, you don't know how to keep those guys around. So you're in this sort of like, well, I can have sex with these guys that I'm sexually attracted to, but then I can try to force these guys I'm not that sexually attracted to sort of court me and get to know me. And this is why you're having these issues, because you don't know how to step your game up. You don't know how to be better than your vagina. And you don't know how to get guys that you are sexually attracted to be into you non-sexually. And this is why you play these games with the guys that you're not that into and waste your time and his. So ladies, listen, if you actually want a man to give a shit about you, right? One, You have to give a shit about yourself and first respect yourself enough to only deal with and go after guys that you are really, really into. Not these guys that's okay, not these guys that you're kind of like, he's decent, not these guys that you're, settling for, not your second, third choice, the first choice, the guy that you meet and you're like, God damn, he's so fucking fine. Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about him. And you want to jump his bones, rip his clothes off, and you want to be around that guy. That's the only guy you should be fucking with. But the thing is this, you're scared because you know that guy is so attractive that other women want him. You're scared of the competition and you don't have enough game to keep that guy interested in you. But listen, if you want to learn this stuff, holla at your boy. See, I'm not like these other dating coaches that's going to fucking coddle you because you're a woman and make you feel all these warm and fuzzy feelings. I'm going to give this shit to you raw. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to give it to you so raw because you need this. Okay? So ladies, hit me up. I'll holla at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.